You ever have one of those days where you wake up and think, yeah, today seems like a good day to make a stupid decision? Well, that was me about 6 months ago. I mean, who even wakes up and thinks, you know what I need in my life? A side gig from the dark web. Yep, genius level thinking. But hey, a man's gotta hustle, right? Except, instead of flipping burgers or working a side job like a normal human being, I decided to take a little trip into the deep dark abyss of the internet. Let me set the scene for you. It was 2 a.m., the kind of night where your brain starts going, what's the meaning of life, while your hand just keeps scrolling through Reddit. Somewhere between reading about ancient civilizations and why pineapple on pizza is a crime it is, I came across this thread, unusual jobs you can find on the dark web. And like any bored, sleep-deprived individual, I clicked on it. Now, most of the stuff was exactly what you'd expect: fake IDs, sketchy credit card deals, someone offering to fix your bad credit score. But one post stood out to me like a neon sign in a haunted house. It said, willing to pay $5,000 for a night's work, no questions asked, no experience necessary. $5,000? For one night? How could I resist? Spoiler alert. I should have resisted. So I click on the post. All it had was an email address and a message that read, if you're serious, send your contact info, that's it. No details. Nothing. Honestly, it felt like one of those too good to be true scams. But at that point, the allure of a quick $5,000 was blinding me. I mean, worst case scenario, I don't get paid, right? Haha. I shot off an email, and within minutes, I got a reply. The instructions were bizarre: no phone calls, no personal info, just a meeting place. Some abandoned building on the outskirts of town. I mean, duh. It screamed trap, but like a genius, I thought. What's the worst that could happen? Yes, I know. Famous last words. I arrive at the building. It's exactly what you'd imagine from any horror movie. Dark, creaky, windows smashed. The whole this place is 100% haunted vibe. But there's something else that gives me the creeps. This feeling that something's wrong. It's too quiet, too still. Like the air itself doesn't want to be there. I've never been one to believe in ghosts, but I swear, that place felt like death. Then, out of nowhere, this tall guy in a suit appears. When I say suit, I mean he looks like he walked straight out of a funeral home. All black, slicked back hair, and sunglasses. At night. Who wears sunglasses at night? He doesn't say a word. Just hands me a slip of paper with an address and a time. 3 a.m. Classic dark web stuff, right? Now, I'm already regretting my life choices. But at this point, I'm too far in to back out. $5,000 is still $5,000. After all. So I drive to the address. And surprise, it's a warehouse. Because of course it's a creepy warehouse. Nothing sketchy ever happens in a brightly lit coffee shop. Does it? I park, walk in, and no one. Just this long hallway lined with flickering lights and doors on both sides. Suddenly the lights at the far end go out, and then the next set of lights. And the next, they're coming towards me. One by one. I don't scare easily. But let's just say, I've never moved faster in my life. I bolt for the first door on the right, slam it shut. And now, I'm standing in this dark room, heart pounding out of my chest, thinking, what kind of movie horror did I just walk into? But here's the thing, the room wasn't empty. Nope, there's this huge metal table in the middle. And on it, a laptop. Just sitting there waiting for me. A sticky note on the screen reads, log in, nothing else, just log in. So like an idiot who doesn't know any better, I sit down and log in. The second I do, the screen goes black, and all I see is this message. You are now part of the game. Oh, fantastic. A game. I love games, when they don't involve my life hanging in the balance. Before I can even process what's happening, the door slams shut behind me, and the lights in the room start flickering. The laptop screen flashes again. And this time, it's not just text. It's a live stream. A live stream of me. In that room. On that chair. Just sitting there. On the screen, there's a viewer count. 5,000 people. 5,000 people are watching me. And then the messages start popping up. He doesn't know. Does he? Run while you can. The timer started. Timer? What timer? And just as I think that, I hear it, a faint ticking sound. I look up at the corner of the room. And yep, there it is, a clock. Counting down from 30 minutes. I should have left right then. I should have walked out, driven home, and never looked back. But $5,000? Remember? Stupid. Stupid me. So, I stay. And that's when it gets weird. Suddenly, I hear this scratching sound coming from the walls. It's faint at first, like nails on a chalkboard, but it's getting louder. Then I see it. Out of the corner of my eye movement, something's crawling along the ceiling. I can't make out what it is too fast, too wrong. But I swear, it looks like a person, bent in ways no person should be bent, scuttling like a giant insect. I'm frozen in my chair, watching this thing crawl, when it stops. And then silence. Just this suffocating silence. And then it drops. Right in front of me. I scream. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I screamed like a little kid. I don't know what happened after that 1 minute I was in the room. The next I'm outside the warehouse, breathing so hard I think my lungs are going to explode. My car. Still there. The clock. Gone. I check my phone 5:05 a.m. The sun's coming up. I never got paid. But I'm alive. And honestly, that's worth way more than $5,000. So, lesson of the day. Never trust a job from the dark web, or if you do, well, I hope you have a faster escape plan than I did.